Welcome, Virgo, to the Temple of Consciousness. Please come in. This is going to be your July 2024 Astrology Tarot Forecast. This is a reading relevant to you if your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign is Virgo. So this reading is in two parts. The first part will deal with what I believe are the most important aspects, astrological aspects, that will influence the month for you, Virgo. And the second will be the tarot reading, which is a 4-card spread. And I will try to correlate the tarot reading to the astrology forecast so that they make a comprehensive narrative for you so that it might help you. Please like, share, and subscribe. And those of you who've been following me a long time know that I've been gone for about 6 months, trying desperately to see if I could do other things with the channel. I found it almost impossible. And I then read that as a sign from the universe that I should simply keep on doing what I was doing before, which is this. Tarot readings. I've been doing them for 8 years on YouTube. I mentioned on some other videos that I became a little intimidated, having been on YouTube for so many years, at the plethora of tarot channels that have appeared. And so I thought that best thing to do is maybe to try something else. But the universe had something else to say about that. And so I'm back. And I want to thank you for helping me to get the word out to the algorithms that I'm here. So if you would like and share and subscribe and hit the notification bell, then I think it would help. I hope it would help anyway. So let's begin your reading. Let's do it with the sound of healing. Here are my tuning forks. And for those who've been with me for years know the sound of healing. But for those of you who are new, these are my favorite healing implements. I'm a yoga teacher and a sound therapist, and I use them in my sound therapy practice to heal a variety of physical illnesses and problems. They're really beautiful. I have 2 meditations. I use these tuning forks with guided imagery meditations. And there's a link below if you'd like to try either of them. So thank you very much for that. Let's begin your reading with the sound of healing. It's very palpable. It goes down so deep. Everyone ought to have one in their holistic medicine cabinet. I'll be selling them soon again. So if you are interested in purchasing them, it'll be about a couple of weeks before I have them. If you want to pre-order, I'll put the link back up for you if you don't mind waiting a week or two. All right. So let's begin your reading with what I believe will be the most important aspects of the month for you astrologically, and that is Mars moving into your ninth house, Mars in Taurus, and into your 10th house, Mars in Gemini. Mars will move into Taurus, your ninth house, until July the 20th. After that, for the rest of the month, it will be moving into your 10th house of Gemini. When Mars, which is a planet that brings high energy, high enthusiasm, into the sector that it's transiting. The ninth house is the house of higher learning, broadening your geographical boundaries. So there's a new urge for deepening your spiritual understanding. Maybe you'll be compelled to study deeper subjects, spiritual subjects, or philosophical subjects, or this is something like learning geopolitics. And this would be a good time to kind of delve into the geopolitical situation to get a better handle on it so that you can make wise decisions, choices. We're not isolated here in America or anywhere else. This is a global community now, and it's imperative that we learn about it. So this is, and Virgos are great scholars, believe me. So you're in the sector that's natural to your sign. Your sign is the intellectual, the researcher, the scholar. You're in your own element here. You seem to also have this need to physically explore the world. And whether you get on a plane or on your bicycle, still the urge is there for you to explore the boundaries of your world, to get out into the world, to get to know it better by exposing yourself to new experiences, new places. That's the first part of July till the 20th. Then you move into your 10th house. So this is Mars in Gemini in the 10th. The 10th house is about your career, about your workplace. And Mars is an aggressive sort of energy, very forceful, very bold and brave. You take the initiative in some way at work, or you encounter some kind of conflict, a sort of battle of wits, because this is Gemini, and Gemini is the sign of intellectual curiosity, the mind, communication. So this could be heated communication within the workspace. Or it could be that you are in conflict with some form of authority within the context of your career or your workspace. Or it could be that you are given more authority, more power via your showing how much initiative you have, how much energy you pack into. So this is a lot of, you might be putting in more hours, or you might be just putting in a lot more energy into your work. All of this is possible. All right, so that said, let's shuffle the cards a little bit, and we'll start your tarot reading in just a moment. And I do want to express my gratitude for those of you who have texted me or emailed me, congratulating me on my return, wishing me all the best. I do appreciate that. It almost makes me cry, you know. If you would like to support the readings, there'll be a link below where you can garner a private reading from me. I have many kinds of readings, and these more public general readings may not suffice to answer your individual concerns. So there's a huge price range that you can avail yourself with if you like. I would appreciate the support as well. There you go. So let's split the cards and begin your reading. So, in the position of the overall energy or mood of the month, the energetic theme of the month, via the tarot, we have the World reversed. When it's upright, it means completion, the end of a cycle, a pause before the beginning of a new one. But it's reversed, and it means that maybe you're not able to complete something. You're not able to finish, be that a project, and we're going to say that it might have to do with your work, as Mars in Gemini in the 10th brings a little bit of conflict. So this could be delays, travel delays. This could be where you have the urge to travel, but for some reason, the option is not available to you. And so there's a bit of frustration there. There's also a wanting to end a particular phase of something and to move on. You want to move on in either the realm of your work, your career, or you want to move on philosophically, to explore new ideas. But when it's reversed, maybe you're not given the opportunity. Maybe you're just stymied in some way. There's obstacles in front of you that bar you from getting to the end, from reaching your goal, from expressing the full emotional reality of what you feel inside. So it's sort of like a pressure cooker. Something is suppressing, pushing you, suppressing you, feeling like you want to burst open, but there's there's this containment almost, because the world is about opening up. She's right about to be reborn, moving through that wreath representing the birth canal. Somehow, that experience of being reborn is delayed or suppressed in some way. Let's see what else we can garner from the rest of the reading. In the position of what will challenge you, the problem, the difficulty, we have the Six of Wands. This is public recognition. You want to be recognized, respected for your accomplishments, for your talents, your skills, by your co-workers, by those in authority. You want the people, be these your co-workers or those whom you care about, you want them to follow you, to be influenced by your leadership. So you've got to gain the confidence in your talents, in your work skills. Then express that. Wands are the fire card. They're the symbol is about bringing this out of you, letting what you are and who you are and how important you are in the overall scheme of your workplace, of your career. You want very much for that respect. And when you receive this in the challenge position, you know you're going to make that effort and ultimately succeed in that effort. There you go. Let's see what the unexpected, the surprise element of the month will be. And here is that conflict. The Five of Swords represents that conflict that we were discussing astrologically. This depicts a battle that has just taken place. A battle of wits. This comes up unexpectedly, again, maybe in your workplace, or having to do with spiritual ideas or philosophical ideas, or travel, or expanding your boundaries. There could be conflict of some sort. Maybe somebody doesn't agree with you, and there's a difference of opinion. You win this battle, but it's a bitter, sweet victory because your opponent is not happy with the results. In fact, they seem a little, the way that they're walking away from the scene shows that their egos have been wounded. They've left their swords behind in disgust. And so even though you've won this battle of wits, nonetheless, your opponent, the enemy, the opposition is disgruntled. And though they've left their weapons behind, they've been sort of neutered, they're still bearing a grudge. And that's what's difficult about this card. But you win. You triumph. And in a spectacular way, too. And that's probably how you're going to garner all that support as expressed by the Wands card. You show what you're made of. You stand up for yourself. You let them know what you're thinking. And there's no holds barred with, again, Mars in the 10th and 9th. So you feel almost sort of this warrior energy. And you fight a very, very convincing battle. And everyone is impressed. So it's not literal. It's a battle of wits, where you simply are of a different mind than someone or some authority figure, or you could refer to anybody. But that's an interesting feature because it's unexpected. So even though the atmosphere is ripe for it, and maybe you've experienced it previously as well, it carries into this month and it colors it. So let's see how it ends. Woo! Good. It ends with more swords. But this is the Ace of Swords. Remember, you won that battle. The swords represents the mind, thoughts, ideas. And now that sword that the victor is wielding is right here. You speak the truth, and you let the truth be your shield. You stand up for yourself or for your ideas. You are ready to explore new ideas. That's Mars in the 9th. You attack your goal by the end of the month with enormous intellectual vigor. The Ace of Swords is about triumph. And because it's the mind triumphs in this situation. Virgos are very smart, if not the smartest. They're intellectually gymnastic in their ability to understand deep subjects. So here we have the wielding of power. And again, you may be given a promotion, you may be given more power, more authority in your workspace. Because this is the sword of power and authority. So this is going to be a very important month for your career and for your spiritual, intellectual, philosophical development, growth. I wish you all the best in this powerful month of July. Thank you for coming to the reading. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Help me out, please. And commenting is also, I think, influential to the charming algorithms. So thank you for that. And I do appreciate whatever financial support you can give, as I've been away for a while, and it would help a great deal. So thank you. All my love, and namaste. I'll see you next month, Virgo.